Hi, I'm Kathleen Byram, and I'm here to talk to you about bipolar and schizoaffective behavior. Disorder. I'm the author of Conversations with Donkey, a Bipolar Journey, and I want to answer some questions that it appears are commonly thought of by people about those with bipolar or schizoaffective disorder. The first one is that I've written down is, are you violent? I personally, my personality is that I am not a violent person. The worst I ever did was one time I was stepping up into the kitchen, and the person that I was having an argument with threw a baby bottle down the hall in anger, and it hit me right here. Now, I am a very calm, passive person when it comes to, I'm not always calm, that's not true, but I'm a very placid person, a mousy person when it comes to dealing with other people being aggressive, and I will stalk home. But in this case, it was different. He came running in because he hadn't meant to actually make contact. He was just mad and threw, and I happened to step up into it while it was coming, like a car accident with a hedge in the way. And he ran up and asked me if I was okay, and I punched him in the face. I didn't think he needs to be punched in the face so he will not want to be doing this again to me. So he'll know that I'm not going to take his crap. No, I didn't think that. It happened without thinking. So I have that ability to go off without knowing what's getting ready to happen. And that's scary, yes it is. But that wasn't like looking for trouble. I didn't go looking for trouble. I never have. The next question, do you miss the manic high? Well, I have kind of a complicated answer. For me, there's manic, which is psychotic manic, and then there's, up here, there is, I forget what it's called, where I'm below the psychotic manic, but I'm above normal. And there's that. And then there's this little wave that I normally ride on, like this, a gentle wave of delusion. And I know that I'm delusional, and I'm delusional anyway. Oh, and down here is a big nasty blob of horrible depression. I usually stay here in the wave. And it's a gentle wave of mild delusional behavior and thinking. And I am medicated. I generally take my medicine pretty well. I miss pills sometimes and have to take them late. But, do you miss the manic high? I don't think I miss it like I used to, causing me to go off the medication. I don't really miss it because I'm in that little wave of delusion where I feel happy about how I feel about things. I'm not happy about everything I feel, like politics, but we won't go into that. Another question, what do voices say? I have had very little experience with that subject. One time I thought I heard my name, and it was called out by a deep male voice. And the person that I believed that it was talking to me from the dead was someone that had a deep malish voice and was female. And I thought I heard this person call me, and I turned around and I said, "How do you like my messy kitchen?" Because I knew that would be significant to her for reasons. And I just kind of did like this. And that's how I responded to hearing that voice. And I knew that no one would believe that I had heard that voice. And when I told my psychiatrist about it, he just listened. But I knew he was thinking that, it was just a voice. But I believe that she contacted me from the dead. I also felt a touch on my face, like a hand, a gentle hand. This was right after she died, and I felt like she was saying goodbye to me. Also, I would hear in the middle of the night, I would hear knocking on my bedroom door, and I would hear doorbells ringing, which I knew were hallucinations. I'm trying to think if I had any more. How do you hold a job? I don't hold a job. I'm on disability because my brain is wonky. It seems like I can talk to you fairly clearly here, but if you try to tell me things and I try to learn and remember and do things properly, it ain't gonna happen. So I don't hold down a job, but I do write, and I make videos to support the writing. Embarrassing behavior. What have I done that's really embarrassing? I'm trying to think. In every December on social media, I am reminded of my behavior back in 2012, because we get these memories, and it says all the memories for that day of every year, what you posted that day. And in December, it's awful because I'm always seeing weird stuff that I posted in December of 2012, and it's terribly embarrassing, the stuff that I thought. And people were just kind of quiet about it, mostly. There were a few comments, like, I don't think anybody said anything about being crazy, though. Well, I'm going to wrap this up. I just wanted to answer a few questions that I think might be on people's minds about that subject. And I thank you for listening. And if you have questions or comments that you want to say about this and have me answer, or not, give me a comment. And please give me a like and subscribe if you found this interesting. Thank you so much for listening. Bye-bye.